Over the weekend, Ector County confirmed 4 new positive results, bringing their count to 5. Midland also announcing multiple confirmed cases to put their total at 13. The County of Crane is currently investigating their second positive case. This all brings the total number of cases in the Basin to 24. All of the cases in Ector County are men and women in their 50s and 60s, but the source of their exposure is still unknown. 2 of the cases are a couple currently in isolation at Medical Center Hospital. The CEO of the hospital reassuring the public that all the necessary precautions have been taken and staff is fully prepared to handle the situation.
We have been prepared, and we are prepared. We have isolated floors to put these patients on. We have upstaffed our nurses and doctors and housekeepers and got them ready for this. We have equipment ready to go, and so we are ready.
The rapid increase in case numbers is because each county is just starting to get more results back. Numbers are expected to rise after more tests became available. Mayor David Turner will be announcing a shelter in place for the city of Odessa that goes into effect at 11:59 p.m. tonight. Many of the guidelines are similar to those that we already follow from Governor Abbott's executive orders.
Doing this, talking about a shelter in place, the whole goal is to keep people safe. As elected officials, our #1 job is to make sure the health and safety of our citizens. And this is not a decision we've made lightly. We have looked at other ordinances from Wichita Falls, Lubbock, and many others to look at it. What is the best way to protect our citizens?
Some of the businesses that the mayor is closing can be seen right here on your screen. They include tattoo and piercing shops, hair and nail salons, as well as massage parlors. The mayor is saying parks will remain open, but no one should use the equipment or facilities. These are businesses Mayor David Turner called essential. They include grocery stores, healthcare providers, and energy-related businesses. The mayor saying city offices will stay open to function, but non-critical employees will be sent home. The mayor also asking every business to allow any employee who can to work from home. Funeral services and weddings can still happen, but must practice social distancing. Child care facilities will also stay open, but there can be no more than 10 children in a room at a time. The City Council is holding a meeting this afternoon. Stay updated with the latest on our website at yourbasin.com. Starting today, ECISD will have a remote learning technology help desk available for families. Parents and students can call Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. for any assistance with their online classes. You can call the number that you see right here on your screen. However, the first point of contact for any troubleshooting should be the student's primary teacher. Ector County ISD would also like to notify families of changes to meal serving schedules during this closure. First, there will only be one window for meal services now, which will run from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. daily. Parents can receive both lunch and breakfast for the next day. Second, the district will be closing 4 serving locations: New Tech Odessa, Hayes Elementary, Reagan Elementary, and Lamar. There will also be opening 2 serving locations as well. That's West Odessa Volunteer Fire Department and South Ector Volunteer Fire Department. ORMC is making it easier to get you in front of a doctor. They're implementing Teledoc options so that people who show symptoms don't have to potentially expose themselves to the coronavirus by heading to hospitals. Big T's Jake Eichstadt spoke with the doctor involved to see how it works.
Worried about going to a hospital if you are sick? Well, you can get all the benefits of seeing a doctor in person now through a screen.
Patients that are worried about coming to clinic and get exposed to certain diseases or viruses, and obviously the COVID-19, they can actually FaceTime with us while they're at home, while we're in the office, and discuss their medical ailments, their medications refills, or anything else they want to discuss with their physician.
They use the Microsoft Teams app or even the FaceTime feature. The range of services goes from internal medicine, cardiology, orthopedics, women's health, to many more.
As long as they have a laptop or a desktop or a smartphone with a camera, they should be able to do it through that app. But even if they don't feel comfortable setting it up, we can do it through FaceTime as long as they have an iPhone or an iPad.
Now, making these appointments is very easy. All you do is contact the doctor's office via their phone number, and then you'll get a Zoom link in your email, and then once you get that email, all you do is click on the link, and you're done. But if you feel you still want to go see that doctor in person, you still do have that chance.
And we're making time for the patients to come in early in the morning before other patients come in, get their testing done and out before we start seeing sick patients.
For Big 2 News, I'm Jake Eichstedt.
Odessa Regional Medical Center and Medical Center Hospital will be partnering up during the COVID-19 crisis. ORMC has temporarily closed its pediatric unit to create more space for the treatment of COVID-19 patients. All pediatric admissions will be directed to MCH for the time being. This, however, will not affect ORMC's maternity, newborn, nursery, or neonatal intensive care service lines. And Odessa Family YMCA is working to help employees during the pandemic. The center is offering 24-hour child care for essential employees. That means medical professionals, first responders, grocery store employees, delivery personnel, and government employees. Space is limited, so be sure to call the number on your screen. COVID-19 cases are continuing to rise across our entire state. So far, more than 25,000 people have been tested. 2,552 have tested positive for the virus, according to the Texas Department of Health and Human Services. 34 people in Texas have died. Dallas County still has the most cases right now with 445. And also take a look at this. According to a model by the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation, Texas is nearly 3 weeks away from the peak of the coronavirus pandemic. Governor Greg Abbott has expanded quarantine rules for travelers coming into Texas. Big 2's Wes Rappaport has been following these developments and has the latest from Texas Capitol.
I will be issuing some additional executive orders.
Governor Abbott announced any air travelers from California, Washington State, or the cities of Miami, Chicago, Detroit, or Atlanta must fill out a DPS form and self-quarantine for 2 weeks. That adds on to a list of travel locations including New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Abbott also updated a previous order which included air travel from New Orleans to now include any road travel from people entering Texas from Louisiana.
Executive orders that I issue about travel is keenly focused on one main goal, and that is to reduce importing COVID-19 into the state of Texas.
Abbott also issued an executive order that he says will stop the release of dangerous felons from prisons and jails in Texas. He says his temporary statewide mandate will avoid disparities in local release policies. Included in that order is a provision that states a person arrested on a charge relating to physical violence or anyone behind bars who has a history of physical violence won't be able to bond out.
Releasing dangerous criminals from jails into the streets is not the right solution.
In Sunday's address, Abbott announced the state's first pop-up hospital for COVID-19 patients will be at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in Dallas, led by the Army Corps of Engineers and the Texas National Guard. State leaders say that hospital space will include 250 beds at first, but could expand to 1,400 beds if need be.
We're basically looking at 3 different types of facilities. There's hospitals that are and clinics that are currently not in use. There are arenas and convention centers, and there's also hotels that could be converted potentially into alternative care sites.
And as for when Texas schools and businesses might reopen, Governor Abbott said he'd wait for formal guidance from the White House Coronavirus Task Force before deciding when to loosen quarantine and social distancing restrictions.